It can be extremely difficult for people that have been recently diagnosed with celiac disease, as it is such a big diet change. There can also be a lack of support after diagnosis and people just don't know what to eat. Here is my guide for reading labels. There are 4 main things to look out for. That is wheat, barley, rye and oats, as these all contain gluten. However, oats have a gluten-free alternative, so make sure to specifically read to see if it says gluten-free oats. However, a small number of people with celiac disease can't have oats either due to the adenine in them, so make sure you do what is best for you. These 4 ingredients will also be in bold in ingredient lists in packaging, so make sure to look out for things in bold. Another thing to look out for is may contains. This will typically say may contain gluten, may contain wheat, may contain cereals containing gluten, and things like that. These will usually be with the ingredient list, however be careful because sometimes they can be hidden behind flaps of packaging, so make sure to read all packaging very, very carefully. Most stores also have a free-from aisle, which makes reading labels a lot easier. There are things that need to typically be bought from there, for example pasta, bread, cereals, biscuits and things of that nature. However, there are some things in the free-from aisle that can be found in regular aisles for much cheaper and that are gluten-free. This is an example of a pasta sauce from Tesco that was in the regular pasta sauce section that doesn't contain gluten. So make sure to read labels on things to see if you can find cheaper gluten-free alternatives. There are also some things that are naturally gluten-free, for example, fruit, veg and meat. Things like raw chicken, raw lamb, beef tend to be gluten-free. However, be careful because some pre-cooked meats and seasoned meats aren't gluten-free. Things like sausages that are also combined with other ingredients also tend to not be gluten-free. However, Tesco and Sainsbury's and stores like that often have sausages that specifically say gluten-free on them, even though they're found in the regular meat aisle, not the free-from aisle. This was my guide to reading labels. Hopefully it has helped you and made you more confident when shopping and finding gluten-free alternatives.